The United States is a very heterogeneous country, therefore business style and practices vary. However, the country's dominant culture represents a powerful integrative force. So first, the United States is a highly individualistic culture, and Americans are assumed to be opportunistic. There is a high degree of geographical mobility in the United States, and most Americans are accustomed to doing business with or interacting with strangers. Consequently, Americans are not shy about approaching their prospective counterparts in order to obtain or seek information. Moreover, they may be more likely to swap negotiators using whatever short-term criteria seem appropriate. Secondly, the United States call law on power distance dimension, which is underscored with the American premise liberty and justice for all. It is also evidenced by the focus on equal rights in all aspects of American society and governments. Within American organizations, superiors are always accessible, and managers rely on individual employees and teams for their expertise. The United States is a masculine society. Americans promote career success characterized by the acquisition of money. This is the expression "the winner takes all" elicits. As a result, Americans will tend to display and talk freely about their achievements in life. And the United States is a doing society. It means that a person's worth is determined by what the person has done and not by what the person is.
Americans have lower certainty avoidance. There is a larger degree of acceptance for new ideas, innovative products, and a willingness to try something new or different. Americans tend to be more tolerant about ideas or opinions from anyone. Negotiators from low avoidance cultures are more comfortable with ambiguous situations, want less certainty on details, and so on. The US is a short-term oriented culture. Here and now is the most important. This drives individuals to strive for quick results within the workplace. People will look for a win-win solution. It is best to remain calm, firm, and persistent. At the same time, show a positive and constructive attitude without taking things personally. Americans take less time to negotiate than anyone else in the world. Time is money. The US scores as an indulgent society. The score is reflected by the following contradictory attitudes and behavior: work hard, play hard.
The communication is informal, direct, and participative. Communication depends on explicit information and blunt communicative style with a low reliance on nonverbals. It is crucially important to use politically correct vocabulary when working with Americans, otherwise you risk offending someone without realizing it. Relationships are short duration. Most people in this country think it's acceptable for partners in a productive business relationship to cooperate and compete at the same time. Agreements are written and final.
About the initial contacts and meetings. Scheduling meetings in advance is required with American people. Introductions may be accompanied by firm and brief handshakes. The exchange of business cards is not an essential step, but it is best to bring a sufficient supply. Meetings usually start with some small talk intended to establish personal rapport. Presentation materials should be attractive with good and clear visuals. About the bargaining. While most Americans are comfortable with bargaining, for few of them like to haggle. They can be ambitious, tough, and aggressive negotiators, though often going for the biggest possible slice of the business. Appearing confident and assertive is essential, since facing an apparently insecure counterpart may encourage Americans to negotiate harder. State your position clearly and be willing to push it as needed. Agreement and contracts. Capturing and exchanging meeting summaries can be an effective way to verify understanding and commitments. Nevertheless, only a contract signed by both parties constitutes a binding agreement. They want to be documented.
There were significant variants in business practices between the country's geographic regions. Style difference across the United States can still be pronounced in smaller cities and rural areas. For instance, competitiveness and aggressiveness in business can be even stronger in the Northeast and in the West Coast than they are in the rest of the country. Business is often conducted at a more leisurely pace in the South than elsewhere. Referring communication, there is a distinct difference in the level of directness between the North and the South of the country. Northerners, also many Californians, are often quite direct.
And for the next part of this video, we will attend a meeting with Alex in the city of San Francisco, California.
Hi, I'm Alex. Thank you for coming.
I'm Mary. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Please have a seat.
Thank you.
How was your trip?
Oh, it was long, but I'm glad to be here. And San Francisco is such a beautiful
I
city.
really like it.
Yeah, you're lucky to live here.
Thanks. Would you like something to drink? A coffee?
I'm
tea?
good, thank you. But I
Okay.
noticed you have an NC State cap. Did you study over
I
there?
do. Yes, I've been studying there for 4 years, a few years
Oh
ago.
my god, I studied there for my business school. It's on the campus too.
Oh, is that like the French business school?
Yes,
Paris?
schema.
Oh, that's so funny.
You know about it?
Yeah, I heard about it.
Oh wow, small world.
A small world indeed.
That's funny.
So, thank you so much for coming. I
Oh.
really appreciate the fact that you're coming all this way. I think I really like what we exchanged in the different emails, so
Yes.
I wanted to meet you in person so we can maybe discuss
Yes.
a bit more and
Mm.
explain more what you do.
Yeah, well, what I suggest is maybe we can go over again more in details about
Mhm.
what you expect from us,
Yeah.
and then I can maybe explain to you what solutions we could provide for your company. And I don't think it should take more than 10 to 15 minutes for this meeting, because I know your time is very valuable. So
Time is money.
exactly. So yeah, do you like?
Yeah, sounds
Yes.
perfect. Okay.
Cool.
In the American culture, meetings usually start with a small talk intended to establish personal rapport, and it's also part of the approach, which is one of the first components of a good presentation. And during this part, the goal for the negotiator is to introduce herself and to create a connection with her client. In this case, Mary noticed that she went to the same university as Alex, which is a good starting point to create a connection between them. Furthermore, she also used an agenda approach by telling to Alex how the meeting will be held, and that's a very good idea because Alex is emotive and directive, so she needs structure. And also, she shows to Alex that she knows that her time is valuable.
Okay, so just to make this straight, what your company does, it's kind of a hub for artists
Yeah.
and athletes around the world, and you create website for each of your clients. Is it
Yeah.
right?
So we create website for every one of our clients, and what is really important for us is the differentiation that we put inside each website. Each client has its own brand, and we have to respect that. So that's the main focus.
Okay,
that
so
we
it has
have.
to be very personalized.
Yes, we have to be very
Okay.
personalized inside.
But doesn't it take a lot of time to do this for
It
each
does,
specific client?
yes. It takes a lot of time, and our digital team has lots of work, and
Okay.
that's one of the issues we have because it takes so many time for them to be on time for each website, each new event, each new product that they don't have time to spend to any
Yeah,
more.
so
anything
time
else.
is really one of the big
Yeah,
issues.
so the company have been growing for the past years, so we have more and more clients, so we need more and more website, and maintaining the previous website, creating the new ones, it gets very busy, so that's our issue now.
Okay, and so it takes time, but do you keep up with deadlines, or is it...
It depends. Okay, to be honest, we do have a bit of trouble keeping up with some of the deadlines, and that's an issue for us because we've been used to be better than that.
Okay.
So we have to be in time so our clients will follow us. And if we don't have the time to be on time, well, they will go see someone else, and we will lose traffic, we will lose conversion rate.
And did this happen already? Have you lose some of your clients?
It did. We are afraid it will get bigger and bigger
if you don't
we wait
change.
too much. That's
Okay.
why we need to change now.
So because have you lost some market shares lately, or?
Well, we didn't really lost market share, but we can see that the client rate is kind of like going
Okay.
down.
So we really need to focus on this
Yes.
time issue and trying to do something for your digital team, which seems to be kind of overbooked with
Yeah,
all
they
the
do.
traffic and okay. And what about security? Because I think I've understood that you'd like to do something about this?
Well, it's not our main concern. Our main concern is really like getting something more standardized for our websites, but at the same time keeping the differentiation for each website.
Okay.
But we already have something, of course, for the security of the client's data, because if they do purchase, they will put like personal information, like credit card or something, and we need to protect those. So we already have something, and we were kind of wondering if we can do more. So if at the same time we can like, kind of like put this inside, that would be great. It's not the main thing.
Okay. So the first concern would be the time issue, and but with trying to keep the ability to personalize each website for each client, but maybe trying to gather all those websites on the platform, and also try to work on the security website.
That would be great. To like increase maybe a bit the security, or just be sure that we don't lose some of the information, because as they are in every different website, we can have both of the same information twice, and maybe you can avoid that.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess that's all need. Everything he said, I think.
Yes.
So now let's get down to business, and what can you do for
explain.
us?
Yes.
So as you saw, we are the part of the negotiation when the negotiators tries to understand the issues that Alex are facing, and to do so, she asks a lot of questions. She has a question approach, because Alex was very reluctant to give information about her company, so that's the best approach to have. And to do so, she is an active listener. She makes no assumptions. She paraphrases and repeats a lot. And by doing so, she can really focus on the interest of Alex and not of the positions. And she also finds mutual gains, which are the principles of the principal negotiation.
Okay, so now what we can go over is the solutions that I could provide to help your company. So the first issue that we raised was about your time saving. We really need to focus on this. So I think that our IKEA Cloud Site Factory could be a great solution, because it's a multi-site platform. So all of your website could be gathered in the same place. So it will definitely save you some time, because you can manage all of the websites from our cloud. And it's really like the fastest way to deliver and govern digital sites at a global scale, because you told me that you have customers from all around the world.
Yeah,
so,
we do.
Yeah, that's very important. And I think it will also enable your digital team to be more efficient and save some time, which was one of the biggest issues. And it will also help you launch your campaigns faster. So how do you feel about that?
Well, I do like the idea, but the thing is, I'm afraid it's going to be too much of standardized websites. As I said before, it's very important for us to have differentiate between
your clients.
So that's our main point, and I like the idea that we can handle everything in one cloud. That's what we're looking for. But aren't we going to be too much like the others?
No. I understand what you're saying, but don't worry, because even though it's the same platform, you can really personalize each website. You have all the settings, so don't worry about this. You'll be really able to personalize each website for each client.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Well, the other thing I'm worrying about is, like, as I say, we are already a bit behind between the deadlines between all of the websites. So I'm kind of worrying that it's a new hardware, we don't really know how to handle that. Like,
so you about the adaptation time?
Yeah, I'm worrying that we're going to lose much more time than we can afford.
Yeah, well, don't worry about this either, because we provide some lessons if you want. So your team will be, we're not just going to give you the Aqua Cloud and leave you alone. We will really help you. So I don't think there should be too much, it shouldn't take you too much time to adapt to the new system. So
well, that's great, because we can't afford to lose any more time.
No, I understand that. Don't worry about this, really.
Okay. Well, it seems good, but I'm sure you can understand, like, we don't know each other, we've never worked together.
Yes.
And we have so many clients we don't want to disappoint. We are a big company, so we need proof that you can handle our work. Like, it's a huge deal
Yes,
for us.
I understand. No, it's normal. I'm
sorry. I know it's very rude, but
no. But if this may reassure you, we had a previous client, Warner Music. They launched 250 personal sites in 3 weeks, utilizing our cloud, and they improved their time to market by 50%. So
that's a good job.
Yes, and also in 2013, we were named the fastest growing private technology company in North Carolina. So you really don't have to be worried about this. We are a serious company, and we understand that you have a big
expectation.
Of course, it's normal. I understand this, and we'll try our best to help you with the
Okay, well, it's good because my next question would have been, how are you seen in the middle of what we're doing? Like, do you have a big conference or something? But I'm kind of like, I like the idea that you are one of the good ones and you have proof of that. I kind of like what I'm seeing, so we may work together, yeah. Oh. I like it.
Nice.
So as you saw, our negotiator faces some objections, but to answer it, she uses objective criteria, such as the example of former clients, which is the best way to go to a better outcome, because the more the criteria are objective, the wiser the solution will be.
Well, I'm glad that you like what our company can provide. So what's the next step according to you?
Well, I like what I'm hearing, but I'm not alone in taking the decisions. I will have to go to my superior now so we can discuss all together. So I can't really make a decision without his approval. So
yeah, I understand. Well, maybe you can go and see with him, talk, or we could meet. Maybe we can schedule a second meeting, and we can meet the 3 of us. And I can also bring, if you want, a demonstration of our cloud, so maybe it will help convince him too.
That was actually a great idea. I think you would really like to see the. We would really like to see how it works, like in real life.
Sure.
So I think that would be great. But I have to talk to him and see when he's available.
Yes.
But it will definitely like meaning you if we want to move forward with that project.
Yes.
So well, maybe I can call you back. Let's say Monday before 11, if it works for you.
So call me on my cell phone and we can schedule an appointment for the 3 of us. And I will bring, as I said, a demonstration of our service. If you're okay with that. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, that was very productive.
Yes, it was really nice meeting you, and I'm looking forward for this partnership.
Me too. Well, thank you so much for coming again.
Oh no,
it was a pleasure meeting you.
It was a pleasure.
Let me walk you outside.
Oh, thank you.
As you saw, our negotiator reaches a move forward commitment, which is a crucial point of a negotiation, so we can say that this negotiation was a success.
So, as Camille just told you, this was a good negotiation. Because first, both of them were very relaxed. The discussion began with a small talk. They established some personal contact. The goal of that first step was to introduce themselves, to create a connection. And that's really what happened, because in this situation they realized that they went in the same university. Then Mary used the agenda approach to present how the meeting will be organized. And Alex is emotive, so indeed she needs that structure. That was really the best move. And Mary also pointed out how Alex's time is valuable, which she appreciated. Then to understand the issues Alex and her company was facing, Mary asked a lot of questions. Then she really listened about the answer and paraphrased a lot to be sure that she have understood everything. And that is, again, a great approach because Alex is really reluctant to reveal details about our business and our company. So this example shows perfectly how Mary adapted herself to Alex in order to make her feel listened and comfortable during this negotiation. The presentation of solutions faced some objections, but at each time Mary answered with objective criteria to show the professionalism of her company and to show Alex some of their previous results. Finally, this negotiation was a success because Mary had a BATNA, which is her target, the amount of she wishes to get in the process of bargaining. And here, Mary wanted to get a new appointment with Alex, and what she got. So, yeah, she also wanted to be able to present the Alex company to her own boss, and how they'll surely have a long-term partnership. She can do so. So this negotiation was truly a success.